consisted of Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and then, of course, a special guest, Mr. 50 Cent, made his appearance, of course, to do in the club, because what else would he do? Let me get your guys' thoughts. Mr. Fingers, what did you think of said halftime show?
One, I had my coming of age. I was 20 something years old when I was in high school when NWA dropped.
Right.
I was in the Army when Snoop's album first dropped.
Okay.
And then I was still in the Army.
Doggy Style.
Yeah. And then I was still in the Army. I was still in the Army about 7-8 years later. The first time I heard, "Hi, my name is what? My name is," and then, like almost all of that music from the Dr. Dre era came along. And Mary J. Blige was the first tape I bought when I got out of basic training. What's the 411? So that right. all of that had some part to play in my coming of age. And then 50 Cent, of course, at that point I was DJing hardcore in Virginia, and you couldn't go anywhere without being like, go shorty, it's your birthday. You know, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing it.
That's true.
Anyway, I'm not gonna beatbox for y'all today, but you know,
too late.
Not the whole thing, dude. I do a whole bit.
I'm sure you do.
Turntables and everything.
I'm not gonna do that
today.
Okay.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I got to be honest. Total transparency. I
want you to lie to me.
I fell out of love with I fell out of love with the hip hop scene because of the mumble rap and all that stuff.
Right.
So I didn't lump Kendrick Lamar in with everybody, but I just it had to be a thing where if I saw something by them, random Facebook video, YouTube video, then I would go check them out. Okay. I had not heard Kendrick, and he's been out for a minute.
Yeah,
dude's got skills.
Okay,
I know I'm late. All of y'all young people that's in the comments right now, y'all could just hush. Yes, I'm the old man of the group, but K Dot's got skills. And oh, by the way, Delilah, you know that whole choreography thing that they did at the Super Bowl? Choreographer, the brother. We everywhere. I told you.
Oh no, I could tell. Like I already knew. Like I.
Well, yeah, you knew it was a fraternity, stomp and all that.
Obvious.
You knew what that was, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
I said, look, as soon as I saw it, I was at home like, I see y'all. Let's go.
That was so dope. That was so dope. I also like that he didn't do humble, right? Because that's what everybody knows. So I like that he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna come out hard. I'm gonna come out, we're gonna stomp the yard, right?
Well, I guess that was kind of the theme, though, right? They were doing songs that Dre had produced for them, right? Even Mary J. Blige did "Let's Get It Crunk," and then
right.
They all did songs that Dre had basically produced for them, which I thought was kind of cool. See, one of my favorite things about it was the setup and the set. If you notice, it looked like Dre. It made it look like Dre was producing them as they were singing.
Yeah, I like that.
He was at the little control panel, and everybody started doing their thing, and Dre, I thought that was pretty cool, the way they had it all set up and the way everybody came out. 50 Cent comes out upside down.
Oh, I was
just like a video, yeah.
I loved it.
Exactly. Eminem comes out and he kneels right by the piano in honor of, even though they told him not to kneel. Of course, Eminem was going to kneel. Come on. He didn't tell him not. He didn't tell him not to. He's like, no, I'm going to do it.
There's a whole lot of things they told him not to do. They did anyway.
You can't tell Eminem what to do. I don't know if you've been following his career, but
Snoop.
that's
exactly. Or Snoop either. Yeah, Snoop.
I was laughing when people are like, "Oh, he was getting high before the show." I'm like, "Is the sky blue?" Like,
do you know who Snoop is?
Right? like, you must be brand new. Did you just get here? I mean, the man got a song called "Rolling Down the Street Smoking Endo."
I was like laughing how that was like news. I'm like, that's not news.
Exactly. Like, where is it? How is that?
It would have been news if he didn't get high before the show. Now that would have been like, oh man, he didn't get high before the show.
Exactly.
That would have been like.
That is exactly right. I agree 100%. Right.
No, that show was awesome. I know that all the boomers and all these like old people were super upset, but Gen X and elder millennials had a great time.
I can appreciate talent though, and again,
you're not a boomer.
No, but I'm 49. I'm in the older generation as well. That's almost right there on that, cusp of these. You get off my lawn, you kids, and your rap music. But I'm just saying that, I can appreciate artistry, and that's my biggest thing. Sure. I want to be entertained. If I'm watching a halftime show, I want to be entertained, regardless of who it is.
Oh, absolutely.
I also need people to get off of 50 Cent having a little bit of belly. The man is still swole. It's harder to get rid of the belly when you're pushing 50, okay? But he's still
That's fine. You see me from here down.
He's still swung up on those bars. There's so many guys out there that I know can't even do that stuff. So stop it right now. We're making fun of 50 Cent's weight. That's
right. That's why you only see my head in pictures. This is all I'm showing you. You ain't getting none of the rest.
Dude, that's been driving me wild. But the thing is that he's funny, so he's been sharing his own memes because he's got good sense of humor.
Exactly.
But the one that got me though, the one that got me though was the picture of 50 hanging upside down, and then it was one person said I thought it was Missy Elliott, and then the next comment, the next comment underneath it said, you can find me in the club sandwich.
Oh no! Come on, man. I think they went too. He still hopped up and hung upside down like it was nothing. There's not a lot of men I know that could do that. So
I joke and I kid, but I guarantee you they'd have had to call the EMTs. They'd have pulled that curtain back and be like,
and he was still rapping. So it's like he swung upside down and that man was still rapping. Y'all I love that. That was a nice touch. I like that Anderson .Paak was on drums.
Yes, that's Anderson .Paak was on drums, correct.
He was having his best life. Just see, he was so animated. He was having a good time.
He looked like a little kid who got to, exactly. He's
like, this has been a wonderful year. All these songs with Bruno Mars. Now
I loved it. I love the set. I love the whole thing. You're right. I like that they showed Dr. Dre as a producer because that's what he was. He literally put it. He literally put that in one of his songs, right? He was trying to get this label off, right? One of his most famous songs ever.
Yeah, that's he found all these guys. This is or they're a product of him. He finds Snoop Dogg, and then he
did discover Eminem.
And Eminem discovers 50 Cent, and yet
So it's just, So it was, man, I loved it. I enjoyed the whole show. It was exactly what I was expecting and more. No, you're good.
As far as halftime shows go, I'll be honest. I would put it in my top 5, I think.
Yeah, it's up there.
As far as entertainment value and performance. And I definitely think I definitely would put it in my top 5 of, enjoyed that. So
I really did.
That one goes along with.
I know the one thing that people don't understand is that they don't get paid. No artist gets paid for the Super Bowls, by the way. It's not just this group. You literally, you literally pay to go there because you're gonna make so much money afterwards because the Super Bowl is so massive.
Usually, the next day, all their songs or albums
sold out. Right? Exactly. It's massive. So trust me, they're gonna make that money back triple. Don't worry about that.
Even the weekend.
Exactly.
I clown about the weekend and his Super Bowl show, but his downloads went through the roof for the next 2-3 days. Yeah.
And that's why you do the Super Bowl. So So by the way, I just didn't realize that people didn't know that, but I realized people were commenting what do you mean? You don't.
Are they still taking that prosthetic off the Weeknd's face?
I don't know.
It seemed like that was. I wonder if they're still doing that because that's
you going to hell for that. You going to hell.
Anyway,
and
but sorry.
I hope I'm welcome. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't realize that people didn't know that about the Super Bowl halftime show. No, you don't get paid.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Another facet, of course, of the Super Bowl that a lot of